pronunciation correct, and then I begin my reading. The first sonnet is No There, There. Locked here, a girl eater, I imagine myself svelte and dangerous. Prison air stands motionless in corridors like stagnant water. Politicals, when here, frog march up and down the corridor. Drugged out younger men stumble about like somnambulists. My mind sees my wife Daphne, not nice, not good, dissatisfied. She shed her clothes so evilly, so balanced beautifully, such glimmering flesh. She never knew how deeply she affected me. It was my too great tactfulness. We, part of background for visitors' holiday isles, seemed royalty exiled. But I got into the hands of crooks while on those islands, idle, lulled. Randolph, a stateside cowboy, attracted to Daphne, sidled up. Ah, shucks, 'tweren't nothing, as he put down the waiter. Twerp. He produced cash, and we lived high. But Randolph felt gulled. Plus, Randolph lost his ear. The money men did it. Don't know how or where. How did I get to that? And eventually here? Truth, I had no there-ness there. Sonnet 2, Ice Cream Goo. When young, I stood with my hand to my mouth, silent, uncertain. Others knew, but not me. I watched, impression easily switched. Therefore did probability study, statistics, did well, went to California, bewitched. They were by me then, 24, sinister, flightly, with old world charm. Met Daphne at a professor's party, nodding seriously, not listening. I met definiteness, though, in those who loaned to Randolph and cut his ear. Senior Aguirre insisted I get money to repay the loan. He'd that prefer. Knew I'd be back soon, as your wife will remain here, waiting. During a slow train ride, I knew bad would happen, sure to ensure. A peasant looked, low-browed, swarthy, would not look away. I arrived in this city in rain, fine warm drizzle, I not sober all day. My father had brought me here Sundays and left me with ice cream goo. My father, a flight man, coward I think, felt possessions gave him worth. He had a mistress here. He and I got along, really, both tragically cursed. Sonnet 3, Weed Full Sprouted. The city's changed. Part bulldozed, whole streets gone, houses torn out. A church for sale. Oh, things wrong, so very wrong. Atmosphere toxic. I go to Wally's pub. Wally's sour behind the bar. I order gin and tonic. I feel this pub my place. Murmurous gloom, witch's kitchen, fairy folk. See Charlie French there. He later denies it. And I greet him heartily. Knew him before as a small-town dealer in pictures, antiques. Now he had presents. Took me to the races long ago, once kitted out in tweeds and hat, pretentious. As I buy him a drink, I ask what he does now. He says, I run a gallery. Charlie says to me, Freddie, what have you done to yourself? I feel fury. Before I peered into the future, I suppose now the future's arrived. Headachy now, I wish for Mother Dolly. And so in this tale she arrives. I bust to my original home with its old gate, prodigal son, if old and beefy. Mother on the step laughs. Good God, it is you! Thought I was seeing things. Annoyed, Mother did that to me. I stare at a crack, a weed there sprouting. Sonnet 4, Drunk at Home. So powerfully they provoke me, smells of my childhood house. I see what Dolly sells now, walk by her girl, Connemara ponies. We tour the house. It'll be all yours. Weed growing in my once mattress. Seen through the eyes, fearing ones of that girl, I feel weak, a farce. Drunk soon, I go down to where my father when old retreated. Weaker, he died finally in bed, exposed there to the sun's gold-blue glare. A stroke now affects Mother Dolly. She needs the pony girl's care. Mother asks of Daphne, the child. I find myself upset, defeated. At dusk I sit in happy misery, hearing birds, mother girl now gone. Going to bed I hear pony girl's room by error. I see your hair flame red. And waking at dawn I hear a solitary bird in the oaks. Feel sick, reamed, dreamed I had eaten gobs of soft, far-boiled flesh, perhaps human. Stood looking out my parents' room, not awake, not in a dream. Doomed. Later I make tea and the girl comes down, long red hair and equine plume.